The One World Film Festival is an international documentary festival that takes place annually in Prague. Documentaries covering human rights issues are submitted by filmmakers from all over the world. The Prisoner of Wakhan follows a man, Nuruhak, who comes from a nomadic tribe in northeastern Afghanistan. He has been invited to move to a city in Kyrgyzstan with his wife and children. There, he must decide whether the new opportunities are worth leaving behind his people and nomadic way of life. The film gives a unique glimpse into the lives of nomadic peoples not often represented in media. The director, Janyl Jusupjan, is a native Kyrgyz speaker and even grew up in the town where Nuruhak and his family have been relocated.
My name is Janyl Jusupjan, and I was born in Kyrgyzstan. I worked for Radio Free Europe for like 20 years. Then in 2015 I decided to go and do film. In fact, I was reporting about these people of High Pamirs, who are majority are nomad Kyrgyz, since early 2000. After the Soviet Union fell, people started coming to Kyrgyzstan, and I met some people who studied them, and they told me, and they showed me the articles, and I looked and I said, it was in German. I said, I have no idea. So this was first impressions I got from German article, and how they moved from Afghanistan to Turkey, part of them, and the remaining were still living there.
When Janyl found out about these tribes, she was eager to learn more.
I went to China, I went to Tajikistan. I was just reporting from there because nobody was reporting. They were minority, insignificant. They did not exist. If you are nomad, you don't exist in mind of people, in a way. So that's why I was just coming to this film really long way, I would say that. Kyrgyzstan started 2005 delivering humanitarian aid to Wakhan. Everybody was so happy. We are helping our people who are dying out, who are on the verge of disappearance, which is true, physical disappearance. It's so hard, oxygen level is so low. So we knew it was very difficult for them, and I started thinking of making a documentary about humanitarian aid.
Unfortunately, just when she was beginning to construct her plan for a documentary, she was blocked by the Kyrgyz and Afghan governments. Luckily, she knew someone who could help her bypass the journalist block.
After some people reported the obvious corruption about the humanitarian aid, and eventually they just blocked journalists. In the meantime, the Kyrgyzstan brought the Kyrgyz, this Nuruhak tribe, to Narin, and I was born in Narin. It's my town. I know a woman who was a correspondent, my colleague, who became chief of KGB. I did not know that. I knew that she was representative of president, but I did not know that representative of president is basically security services. And she helped me because you needed a cover, like Russian criminals always need a cover. To make a film, I needed this cover. I had to be very careful with what I said, with whom I talked. And Kyrgyzstan is not exactly Russia. You can film without permission, and journalists are very active, so people are sort of accept. And because Nuruhak and his family were open to me, it worked well.
She was lucky to come across a subject as open as Nuruhak.
Nuruhak was there. He was young, and he had this energy and playful, but at the same time I understand he was good in the camera, and he was willing to talk and show his life. And we talked to him. I said, do you want we make film with you? And he said yes. So I was lucky, and he was also consistent, not like he said yes, and after that, no. They're so afraid of this woman, government people, and they're tired, whatever you say. But in fact, we had very good relation, and we still have. We trust each other. And I don't know, it worked. I never before filmed much men. I was more filming women.
Janyl is doubtful about her film inspiring any drastic policy change, but she imagines the best-case scenario as an opening of the borders.
They would open Tajik-Afghan border, and these people would come to Tajikistan because the road is straight. Soviet tanks went there, straight into Wakhan in 1979. It is 2 hours by car you arrive to civilization. it's normal life. So they can come, the children can study there, and they will be free because this is their land. And internationally, if there is a humanitarian intervention, there is conversation, then more things can be done, because these people, you understand, they want their land.
Understanding Kyrgyz life before and after Soviet occupation, she says, is critical.
There are no roads, no hospitals, basically nothing, no shops. But they also have no prison, no police, no army, no criminality, no abuse of children, women. Very peaceful nation. And my background was that. With Soviet Union, many things were destroyed. And now what we have in Kyrgyzstan, just unbelievable how we degraded in terms of, for example, women's rights. Something improved, but there are new things which is unacceptably, horribly difficult. We have just to be careful and hopeful.